today. From M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, this is the National Football League. It's the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Houston Texans.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, happy to be with you. And CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Second and 7. Jackson, options out left. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down. Here's Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. A first down carry for Henry. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. First carry now for Justice Hill. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Now 2nd and 3. Play action. Now Jackson. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another 1st there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Henry out of the pistol, and he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Jackson now. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the 1st.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Jackson going to keep it running right. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Texans scoop it. So holding on the offense, they go ahead and decline the penalty, and the ball will change hands on the fumble recovery. A little jet sweep to start the drive. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 5. And Stroud now to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
If your sympathies lie with the defense, you understand how tough it is for linebackers to run with a guy like this. He's going to slip out of the backfield and then work in the middle of the field. And sometimes those defenders get preoccupied with other people moving, and he finds open space and makes a nice play.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. We got three,
First and 10, it's Stroud. And it's a fumble. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Here's a fake on the jet sweep and a run up the middle with Mixon. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. Here is 3rd and 5. Stroud to throw it. That is caught. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
They bring pressure there on 3rd down, but this is a nice job of picking it up and making sure their guy has time to deliver the football. And they wind up getting the 1st down.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. And it's caught. Touchdown. Nico Collins. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Texans are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was Nico Collins who finished it off with a touchdown reception. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
2nd down and a yard. Here's Jackson to throw. Incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 46 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, oh, he's a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. In motion goes the tight end. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Throwing is Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. On 3rd down, Jackson sheds off the tackle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Jackson, option right. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That tackle behind the line made by Will Anderson. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it's 3rd and 4 now. They'll try and run for it with Hill. Ooh, with a juke. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
Well, he picked up the 1st down, but he violated running back 101 in short yardage situations, didn't he?
I mean, with the fancy footwork?
Yes. You're supposed to just make that one cut and go. But I think that move that he made, that did allow him to pick up the 1st down. Without it, I don't think he gets it.
Now Jackson on first down. A slant route caught by Bateman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down. In motion right is Hopkins. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down. Now it's Jackson. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
So fourth down coming up. John Harbaugh sent on the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It's like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. C.J. Stroud and the offense back out there. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
Here we go. Hawk 70.
In motion right, that's Collins. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. From just shy of midfield, here's second and a couple. Now to change things up, Stroud will throw it. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Throwing now is Stroud. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
On the double.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. An option handoff here to Mixon.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Once again, they run with Mixon.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Now Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Texans. Dalton Schultz, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are able to add on to that lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was the tight end Dalton Schultz on the touchdown reception to cap the drive. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And the Ravens taking the field. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. And they'll begin by running the option. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Jackson running again. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Third and 5. To throw is Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense. Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
Stroud now on 2nd down. That one complete. It's Tank Dell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Here's Stroud. To the sideline and incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Deontay Hardy deep for Baltimore. On the punt, just 2 on the return, and the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Jackson. Throw caught by Flowers. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Third down and 13.
Henry up the middle. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. That's returnable now for Smith.
That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return.
And the Texans will take over. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38.
Stroud looking to throw.
And his throw is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here's 2nd and 10. Stroud.
Eluding the pressure right. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a first down.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Final play of the half, Stroud.
That's complete. It's Collins. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. (17-3) the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Mixon will get it to start the second half. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Number 28, Joe Mixon, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 32-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and
1. Here now, 3rd and a yard.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Got his man, Dell.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
This one left side caught by Collins.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
And brings up 2nd down at the 39-yard line.
2nd down and 6 now.
Looking to throw. Stroud. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Stroud.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Stroud. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Stroud on 3rd down now. Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. They run for it with Mixon, and this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Denied on 4th down is Joe Mixon, and the Ravens are going to get the football back.
Something looked weird there up front. The offensive linemen, it's like they weren't on the same page.
Yeah, every play design has a huge element of trust that everyone's going to do their job. But if one person doesn't and you have a breakdown, everything goes to rubble.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at about the 32.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride the offense this go around. That seemed to be linebacking 101 on how to diagnose and stop a run.
And what we're doing nowadays is we're taking those former safeties, those bigger guys, and making them linebackers to utilize their speed. He just made an absolute beeline after he diagnosed that play and ended up making a nice tackle on it.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Stroud working out of the gun. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Stroud out of the gun here.
This is caught. It's Kirk. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st?
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you could really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Mixing up the middle. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Georgia man, Roquan Smith, came in and got him.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Again, it's Mixon.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
Let's go now.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Stroud off the play fake.
Reaching up for it, and he's got it. Dalton Schultz, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Texans have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, CD, you know, anytime they get close to the red zone, he is such a threat, and there he is again already, his 2nd touchdown of the ball game.
And I know it's probably a little bit of a failing on my part, but you know I watch a game through defensive eyes, and I don't understand what the coverage was doing there. When he headed out deep, they should have adjusted and flowed towards him. Instead, they left him out there and gave him a chance to make a big play. And, of course, he did exactly that. His size, speed, and versatility makes him a top target in any game.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And the offense for the Ravens returns to the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
56 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 2.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line.
Off the option, here's Henry.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down at 7. the option right is Jackson.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Now Jackson on third down. And he slides to avoid the hit. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
2nd and 10.
Jackson from the shotgun.
That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point.
They set up the screen to Hill. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 11-yard line.
Jackson going to run again.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Jackson going to keep it running right.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Pretty sizable gain of 8 that time on the keeper, but now it's 4th down. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits are on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Now the try here for the point after. And this is up and good. That'll make it a score now of 24-10. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. When the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. In motion right, that's Dell. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score. But they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
I don't think that run was anything that was designed, but when his reads were blanketed as he went through his progressions, all that was left was for him to run and try and pick it up himself.
Ready?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Set. Press all 80.
And Stroud now to throw. Got a man. It's Collins complete.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 42. 23 yards the pickup there. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Mixon on the slant.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Stroud to throw it. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
The window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. This to make it a 3-score game late. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the 4th quarter.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23.
And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a 1st down, and he gives himself up there at the end.
Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Remember, Brandon, he ran for a touchdown earlier, so his decision to go ahead and tuck it and go again turned out to be a wise one.
And the decision is what is important here. He has made some good decisions on when to tuck it and go. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit is going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's second down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On second down, Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. And Jackson throwing once more. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
Rashad Bateman
from 10 yards out.
And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that drives 7 plays in length.
And it's Rashad Bateman who finished it all off with a touchdown.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers.
Houston set to take over.
And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
They've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And the Texans are going to have a first down, and that is the big one, as they should be able to run it out from here.
Ready?
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll.
To a knee goes Stroud, and that is going to be all she wrote.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
So this one in the win column for the Texans, and it was thanks in large part to the play of their second-year quarterback.
Yeah, you had to like what you saw. He was on point the whole game. Wound up going over 300 yards with 3 touchdown passes. That will definitely get the job done.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.